Welcome to Business with Louis, the show where we explore the fascinating world of business and economics. Today, we're going to dive into a concept that's been gaining attention in recent years, modern monetary theory, or MMT. This theory has sparked intense debate among economists, policymakers, and business leaders, and it's essential to understand its principles, applications, and implications. So, what is modern monetary theory? In straightforward language, MMT is an economic theory that suggests that a country with its own currency, like the United States, can never go bankrupt. This might sound surprising, but bear with me as we break down the core principles. The idea behind MMT is that a government with its own currency has the power to create money and use it to fund public spending without being limited by traditional notions of budget constraints. This means that the government can invest in essential public goods and services like infrastructure, education, and healthcare without worrying about running out of money. One of the key influencers behind MMT is economist Warren Mosler, who has written extensively on the topic. Mosler argues that the conventional wisdom about government budgets and debt is flawed, and that a country with its own currency should focus on achieving full employment and social welfare rather than trying to balance its budget. Another prominent proponent of MMT is Stephanie Kelton, who has written a book called The Deficit Myth: Modern Monetary Theory and the Birth of the People's Economy. Kelton argues that the idea of a government deficit being inherently bad is a myth, and that a country with its own currency should use its monetary power to benefit its citizens, rather than serving the interests of wealthy elites. One notable case study is Japan, which has been running large budget deficits for decades without experiencing hyperinflation or economic collapse. In fact, Japan's economy has been relatively stable, and its government has been able to invest in public goods and services, like high-speed rail and social welfare programs. Another example is the United States itself, which has been running significant budget deficits since the 2008 financial crisis. While some economists have warned about the dangers of debt and deficit, others argue that the benefits of government spending, such as stimulating economic growth and reducing unemployment, outweigh the costs. So, how can business students and entrepreneurs apply MMT in their own ventures or careers? One key takeaway is to understand the importance of fiscal policy in shaping economic outcomes. By recognizing that government spending can be a powerful tool for stimulating economic growth, businesses can make more informed decisions about investments, hiring, and expansion. Another practical application of MMT is to recognize the limitations of traditional budgeting and accounting frameworks. By understanding that a country with its own currency has more flexibility in its budget than previously thought, businesses can develop more innovative and effective financial strategies. However, it's also essential to acknowledge the challenges and criticisms of MMT. Some economists argue that the theory oversimplifies the complexities of monetary policy and ignores the risks of inflation and currency devaluation. Others worry about the potential for governments to abuse their monetary power and create economic instability. To address these concerns, it's crucial to develop a nuanced understanding of MMT and its applications. This includes recognizing the importance of institutional frameworks like independent central banks and fiscal authorities in ensuring that monetary policy is used responsibly and effectively. In conclusion, modern monetary theory is a complex and multifaceted concept that challenges traditional notions of government budgets and debt. By understanding its principles, applications, and implications, business students and entrepreneurs can develop more informed and effective strategies for navigating the economy and creating value. As we move forward in an increasingly complex and interconnected world, it's essential to stay informed about the latest developments in economics and finance. By recognizing the potential benefits and challenges of MMT, businesses can develop innovative solutions to the challenges we face and create new opportunities for growth and prosperity. That's it for today's Business with Louis. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the world of modern monetary theory. If you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to reach out. Additional resources: Stephanie Kelton's book, The Deficit Myth, Modern Monetary Theory and the Birth of the People's Economy. Note: the views expressed in this podcast are those of the host and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of any organizations or individuals mentioned. Like, share, and subscribe, and remember, every great business starts with action. Make your next move count.